Good afternoon and welcome back here to Palm Springs, California. Second game of our coverage today. 7 games scheduled today. And here in game number 2 for us, Blue Sox and Chill about to get underway. Sam, in game 1 we saw a 7-3 final in favor of the North Stars over the Bootleggers. And now we'll see what the Chill and Blue Sox are up to. I'm Steve Granado alongside Sam Walters.
Yeah, some good pitching in that last game. We'll see if Stanford and Peterson on the mound now for the Chill can keep it going.
Yeah, this will be Jacob Peterson to get the start here today against the away Blue Sox. The Blue Sox in blue tops. I guess that's a nice, easy rhyme for you to remember it. Blue Sox in blue tops. The white tops, all white jerseys for the Chill here today. Kick a deal. Here's the first pitch of the ball game. It comes inside for a strike, and we are officially underway here at 11:26, 4 minutes early. And it is a balmy 111 here at first pitch.
Make a wish.
There's a fly ball into center field. Grenz is moving to his right, and A.J. Barraza will fly out to center field to begin the ball game. Kyle Turner will bat second, playing second base. David Laurenti is batting third and center. Anything further here in the inning? Dale Ruiz at first, Peyton Capullo the left fielder, Jax Miller at third base, Matt Rodriguez the DH. Again, it's Chris Burke and Jacob Savoy. The next batter here, Kyle Turner with one gone and the base is clear. He'll take a strike on the outside edge. No balls and one strike. Kyle Turner dons the number 12 in his first trip to the plate this summer. The kick a deal on its way home. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Glad you can tune in for our second game of the day. Warm one in Palm Springs. It's a heat wave. The 1-1 to Turner now is skied out of play, first base side. Jacob Peterson out of Benedictine Mesa, that's in Arizona, a Sacramento native. Two-sport athlete out of Capital Christian High School, just graduated. He also played soccer in his time at Capital Christian. Little hitch in the windup. Here's a ground ball towards short. JD Day is there, and the ground out goes 6-3. There's 2 gone quickly. Set the defensive arrangements now here for the Chill.
Yeah, the Chill from left to right in the outfield. Santiago Sandoval manning left field. Jared Grenz in center field. Made that first play. John Lopez in right field. From third to first, Trey Sarmiento covering third. J.D. Day at shortstop. Bryce Hermanelli at second. Hunter Bostatter at first base. J.T. Amaral behind the plate. And Jacob Peterson delivering the pitch now.
He misses upstairs and away. This is David Laurenti, the center fielder, out of the 3 spot. 1 ball, no strikes. We're just underway from Palm Springs Stadium. No score. We're in the top of the first. He'll swing through this one, and it'll even up the count here, 1-1.
Tell you, Jacob Peterson looks like he could have been a really good striker in high school. Already showing that he must have been a really good pitcher, too.
Get our first look at him here today. Before he gears up for a trip out to AZ. He misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike, your count. We are rolling with a 1-person umpiring crew here in this one. We lost the home plate umpire due to overheating, if you will. Fouled back 2-2. Very hot there in game 1, and it has increased. Game 1 started 97 degrees. This one again starts at 111.
Yeah, we already saw it in the first game today. The kitchen sink pulling everyone and flipping the starters. Might have to do it with the umpires some this summer.
Yeah. Here's a rope ball foul on the third base side, rather first base side. My eyes are starting to cross.
Is that what happens when the heat gets to you?
Something like that.
Is that the first sign of heat stroke? Or
yeah.
is it that?
That's, yeah, I think CDC recommends the first sign of heat stroke is when you mix up first and third. That's what happens to little kids, you know, Little League. Foul back.
When it's a regular stroke, it smells like toast. I guess when it's too hot and you get heat stroke, it just smells like bread.
that. Still 2 strikes here on Laurenti. Give it back now. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Good tight slip there for Jacob Peterson as he gets him in order. Here in the top of the first, 1-2-3, nothing doing for the Sox. The Chill coming to the plate, John Lopez versus Michael Stanford. We come back scoreless to the bottom of 1 game, 2 of the day from Palm Springs Stadium. Moving this ball game to the home half of the first, John Lopez, Jared Granz, and Jacob Mejia, the scheduled hitters here in the first inning against Michael Stanford, the left-handed pitcher on the hill. Uncommitted, looking for a home still. Anything further here in the first, JT Amaral, then Bryce Sermonelli, and Tres Sarmiento batting 6th. And in the bottom of the order is Santiago Sandoval, Hunter Bostater, JD Day, and Derek Wagler. First offering misses downstairs. 1 ball and no strikes here on John Lopez, the right fielder. Lopez, St. Mary College kid, playing right field here today for the Chill. 0-0, bottom 1. The 1-0 pitch is going to be lined out to left field, and down for a leadoff knock. John Lopez aboard with a single to bring up Jared Grenz. Defensively now here for the Blue Sox.
Get a feel for the fielders right quick. The Peyton Capullo out in left field for the Sox. David Laurenti Manning center. Keith Hale out in right. Jax Miller at third base. AJ Barraza at shortstop. Kyle Turner out at second base. Darrell Ruiz at first. Jacob Savoy behind the plate. Michael Stanford, the lefty on the mound. 6'4", 225.
Big kid.
Big kid.
Jared Grenz to the plate now. The center fielder will get his first taste of summer action. Runner aboard at first with nobody out. We're just underway in the bottom of the first inning without a score. First offering waved at and missed, late on it. No balls and 1 strike. Game number 2 today of our 3-game coverage. Moving forward later on tonight, we'll have a 6 p.m. game. That'll be strike 2. The Lumberjacks and Bombers will play later tonight at 6 p.m. We'll also have that coverage for you here tonight. Anticipate 2 or 3 games a day moving forward here for the next 30 days or so. Up and away with that one here to Jared Grenz. Runner takes off for second. Hit and run not completed. Throw down to second base. Scoots it to center field. No one's going to advance, however. Jared Grenz strikes out swinging. Lopez steals second. There's 1 away. Brings up Jacob Mejia, listed as the extra hitter, a left-handed bat here out of the 3 spot. Not really playing matchups here this season. Don't anticipate that. We're just getting at-bats. First pitch foul tipped into the mid. It's no balls and 1 strike.
Probably for the best of these guys are getting to see some lefty-lefty, righty-righty matchups.
Sure.
Definitely can't escape that in college, and especially on past that in professional ball.
Yeah, no kidding. Gonna have to do it sometime. Way high with this one, 1-1 ball. Bounced out of the mid of Savoy, but he recovers easily. Glad you can join us here on what is about to become this Thursday afternoon.
We've got some smart locals bringing their own umbrellas out.
See some easy ups make its way to the ballpark today as well. Foul tipped for strike 2. There is no awning, there is no overhang, there's nothing in the stands, and let alone metal seats. You ever see, Sam, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, John Candy and Steve Martin?
I know the highlights. I know the final scene, or
when
he freaks out, right?
The car catches on fire, right, and they have to keep driving it. And John Candy and Steve Martin are talking about the ride back to the hotel as this one's fouled back. I think about that line from John Candy all the time. He starts laughing and says, Steve Martin, man, were those seats hot or what? I feel like a big whopper. Flip me over, I'm done on this side. And I think that's kind of the vibe out here. Metal seats, flip me over, I'm done on this side. Oh, man.
Easy to get a good medium rare out here these days.
Oh, man. If you're not careful, you're well done, burnt to a crisp. Swing and a miss late on that one. Good cheddar there for Michael Stanford, his second punch out. And after the leadoff single, there's 2 gone for JT Amaral. Favorite movie, by the way, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Of all time.
All time. Number 1 for me.
That's a good pick.
The John Hughes classic. One of the very few Thanksgiving movies. I bet you weren't thinking about Thanksgiving today.
Not today.
You know what's weird, though, Sam? I know you're a Georgia cat, but there are many Thanksgivings out here that is very warm. I believe a couple of years ago we had one in the 90s. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1 on Amaral. No score. We're in the bottom of this first inning. A runner aboard on a single and a stolen base that puts him at second base. That's John Lopez. But, yeah, we get some hot Thanksgivings out here.
I think it was 85 on Christmas in Georgia a few years ago.
That's high for a strike. 2 strikes here on JT Amaral. See if Stanford can pick up 3 Ks here in the frame. Oh-2 pitch blown past him. And how about Michael Stanford gives up a leadoff single, but nothing else here in the frame. He strikes out the next 3, all swinging on heaters. Grenz, Mejia, and Amaral down on strikes. An inning in the books. Let's go to the second. Dale Ruiz will lead things off when we come back. 0-0 after 1.
Good idea. We already had 2 overheats today.
to the second in a scoreless contest thus far. We go there, Dale Ruiz, Peyton Capullo, and Jax Miller, the scheduled hitters here in the inning. Now facing off with Jacob Peterson, who went 1-2-3 in the first with a strikeout of Laurenti to end it. 0-0 contest. Let's see what gives here for Dale Ruiz, the first baseman, batting left-handed. He'll take one up and out, 1 ball and no strikes. Kick and deal here from Peterson. Ground ball chopped towards second base. Waiting for a chest-high candy hop is Sermonelli. And the ground out goes 4-3 to put away 1 here in the second. Brings up Peyton Capullo. Peyton Capullo, Williston State College. It's a community college out in North Dakota. You might go, North Dakota, he ain't used to this kind of heat. Well, you'd be wrong. Peyton Capullo, native of Tucson, Arizona. So don't tell him about this weather.
I might tell him something about it.
Jerk. 0-1 the count. Open stance for Capullo, the left fielder. The 0-1 backs him up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sam, you ever play, this might be a little out of your range. Did you ever play any of the backyard baseball games?
Yeah, Pablo Sandoval. We go way back.
Oh, that's Pablo Sanchez. You're thinking of Pablo Sandoval,
yeah,
former third
Georgia
baseman
boy.
for the.
I can't get Panda out of my head.
Panda. What was her name?
You're talking about Vicky.
Is it
right?
Vicky?
Trixie Vicky is one of those. It's one of those.
I feel like Vinny the Gooch is what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah, Vinny. That sounds. Yeah.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. The commentators in that. I feel like that's us this year. Vinny the Gooch, the kid with the big glasses, the red hat, sitting there with he'd eat the corn dog throughout the game.
Well, I'm the one with the sunglasses on right now, so I guess I'm.
Yeah. No,
Vinny.
I'm calling Vinny. Sorry, bro. Pitch is high and tight. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count here on Capullo. Let's see. I'm on the Backyard Sports Wiki. There's a wiki for everything, by the way. I wonder if there's a Palm Springs wiki. Two grounded sharply towards third. Backing up. Nice play, Sarmiento. Throw across the diamond. Just out of the glove. Oh, man. Heck of an effort there. Goes as an infield single for Capullo.
Yeah, Sarmiento had to drift over the line. Made the throw basically up from the ground. Picked it up. Not a far transfer, and just threw a strike over to first. Wasn't able to hold on to it. That was a great try.
I got a picture of her, Sam. Sunny Day. That's her name. Sunny Day and Vinny the Gooch are the commentators from the old Backyard Sports game. I typically just played baseball. I had football, didn't like it too much, and ended up playing the basketball one as well for a little bit. Looks like Jacob Peterson needs some water. Who doesn't? He looks to be a little shaken up here. Again, it's 111 here today. Nope, I'm wrong. It's 112. Just went up a degree. Vinny the Gooch here. That's pretty good. Runner aboard at first with 1 gone. Jax Miller to the plate. He'll take one for a high strike, and it's 0-1. Miller, the left-handed hitting third baseman. Is that your favorite, Sam? Did you play any of the other ones?
No, I never was a big video game kid. I got into it late in my life, you know. Late into it thus far.
There you go. Inside with this one, 1-1. Yeah, that was the Backyard Baseball had the one I was playing. Richie Sexton, Ken Griffey, Troy Gloss, Garrett Anderson. That was probably around 2003. Troy Gloss. This one smoked to right, but hooked foul. That was the hardest hit baseball we've seen here this season already. Jax Miller turned in on that one. You can see Jacob Peterson is really laboring in this heat. And you can't blame anybody.
He's having to go to the rosin a lot, I imagine. A whole lot of sweat.
Yeah, very sweaty hand. I mean, my hands are sweaty. And we're not in the sun, thankfully. This one in the air to right field, hit very well, chasing back towards the alleyway. It's going to stay in the yard, and John Lopez hunts it down just shy of the track. That was a long way to go, but John Lopez able to run it down for the second out of the inning. Capullo was rounding second. He hustles back to first. Heck of a grab.
Be able to track that down in this kind of heat. The sun is beating straight above the field right now. That was a fantastic read and an even better play by Lopez.
Yeah, great read off of the bat. Lopez is wearing sunglasses. I mean, kind of crazy not to if you're playing in the outfield. Matt Rodriguez, the DH, bats now with a runner aboard at first and 2 gone. 2 hard-hit baseballs by Jax Miller. Slider for a strike, 0-1 here on the DH. 0-0, we're in the top of the second. This ballpark plays fairly big, 400 at dead central, either line cookie cutter at 350. Pick back to first. High wall here. Give it about 12 feet, 15 feet or so. Didn't break out the measuring tape.
Yeah, Jax Miller gave that one a ride all the way to the Agua Caliente banner out there in right center.
This one lined sharply down the third base line, but such the same as Miller, hooked foul. Vinny the Gooch here. Sunny day alongside as well.
I actually live with Steve. We'll call him Stevie the Mooch.
Stevie the Mooch? I never went by Stevie. Never. Sorry, Samuel. Is that full name?
Of course.
There you go. Outside with this one. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Matt Rodriguez. When the Chill come back to the plate, they have 5, 6, and 7. Sermonelli, Sarmiento, and Sandoval. Really work on your S's there in the middle of the order. 2-2 weak grounder towards third. Trickles foul.
Yeah, you would hope that Jax Miller can move up in this lineup if he's not facing the lefty one day. And Rodriguez will put a crank in 2 of them.
A little squibber up along the first base line. Tough play. Peterson flips it on over to first, and so ends the second inning. So a couple of hard-hit baseballs from Miller and Rodriguez, but they have nothing to show for it. Ground out goes 1-3 to finish off the frame. Inning and a half in the books. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on at first base. We go to the bottom of the second. Vinny the Gooch alongside Sunny Day will be back here on this sunny day. 0-0, bottom 2 coming up. Bryce Sermonelli to the plate here to open up the second inning. Michael Stanford, after giving up a leadoff single in the first, got 3 straight strikeouts to wrap up the first frame. We'll see if he can continue that momentum here into the second. 0-0 ball game. We're in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch swinging is going to be popped out of play. They'll send it towards where the bounce house would typically be on the third base side. No balls and 1 strike. Palm Springs Power playing their night games here. The Palm Springs Collegiate League. It's opening day here today. Just trying to stay cool. I know I'm always cool, but I'm trying to stay cool.
Cool as a cactus? Is that what they say out here? No cucumbers?
I've actually never heard that. 1-1 here on Bryce Sermonelli. Sermonelli serving as the second baseman today for the Chill. Take one for a strike. Bryce Sermonelli, Riverside City College. Local product, went to Norco High School, graduated last year. Did not play, did Riverside City College this year. So this will be his first trip to the plate in a while. High. 2-2 here on Bryce. And it's Tres Sarmiento, Santiago Sandoval. 5-6-7. Breaking ball high to fill up the count.
Stanford's had that fastball working early. We'll see if he can get a breaking ball to get him an out here.
Yeah, the little tight little slider action has worked in the first inning as well. It's a full count, first one of the day, time called. Three-two. Got him with a heater. Sermonelli down on strikes. That's 4 straight for Stanford. Both retired and by the way of the strikeout. There's one away here in the second. Brings up Tres Sarmiento.
Fantastic defensive play for him last half inning.
Yeah, just didn't turn into an out. Inside for a strike 0-1. Sam, I know you have studied the fine art of Spanish.
A bit.
I have as well. A conversational speaker myself, not fully fluent. Inside with this one. 1-1. I find it much easier. I don't know if you have the ability to do this, but I find it much easier to say tres than it is trace.
Yeah, the double consonant, the hard T to D almost sound.
It's much easier for me. So if that's all right with you, that's what I'm rolling with. Inside to tres, inside. 2-1.
Tres Sarmiento at tres base.
Sure. That would be tercera base. For those of you keeping track at home and keeping a notebook of vocab words. In for a strike. 2-2 here on Sarmiento. They'll swing through this one. Man, Michael Stanford. Chalk him up. 5 in a row. All swinging, mind you. Took something off of that one. Santiago Sandoval coming to the plate. This is a moment as a fielder you're going, all right, do I need to be here? You got this, bro. I'm going to go grab a sandwich real quick. BRB.
Take a cold shower.
Yeah, took a few of them. Outside with this one. 1 ball and no strikes on Sandoval, the left fielder. 2 gone in the second inning. There's no score in this one. Blue Sox and Chill. This is the Chill batting right now. They call it outside with that one, and he falls behind in the count here at 2-0. Sandoval, Arizona Christian University, 5'8", 180. We have almost the exact same height and weight, but he looks much better than I. Breaking ball high, 3-0. I guess that goes to show you, right? Don't trust just what the numbers say. Again, Santiago and I'm 5'9", 185. So
Your stats don't define you.
aw, that's a beautiful sentiment. That will be a 4-pitch walk. 3 of the 4 on the outside edge to the lefty. That'll break up the 5 in a row retired, and it'll continue this second inning. Hunter Bosatter to the plate. It's the first walk on either side of the diamond. 0-0, bottom 2 gone now. A runner aboard at first. That will be up. 5 straight out of the zone now for what was once a hot Michael Stanford. All of a sudden lost the strike zone. He's working quickly here, however. The 0-1. Got a swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Foul this one off, and it's quickly now 1-2. Bosatter, a Ohio native. Fairview High School class of 2019, now at Tiffin University. 6'2", 200, the right-handed bat. 1-2 up and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Had a good high school career. First team all-conference and all-state out at Fairview High. Better than me. That's not saying much, though.
No chance.
2-2, call it a called strike 3 on the upper part of the plate. And Bosatter goes down looking. That's the 6th strikeout of the day for Stanford. That's the first of them looking, however. He rings them up and strikes out 3 here in the second. We have played 2 innings, and all 6 outs that Stanford has recorded have been strikeouts. To the third, Sam Walters got your play-by-play when we come back. 0-0 after 2 from the desert.
You get that feeling in your throat, you know?
No runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Blue Sox. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Chill. Or rather, no runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Chill. We have played 2 complete. We go to the top of the third. It'll be Chris Burke to lead things off for your play-by-play for the next 3. Here's Sam Walters.
Appreciate it, Steve. Chris Burke listed as the extra hitter today. First pitch from Peterson. It's high and inside. Counts 1-0. This next one, the fastball must have missed low. Counts 2-0 now to Burke. You know, both of these pitchers are pretty tall. They both got a lot of action on the fastball, pretty lively. The 2-0 swung on and missed. Counts 2-1 now to Burke. I mean, you got to think that fatigue is going to set in at some point. Are these guys going to start throwing a little bit slower anytime soon? No, apparently not. 2-1 swung on and missed. 2-2.
I got to imagine the fatigue is just an evergreen situation this year.
It's something you'll have to deal with at any level. There will be hot days, maybe not quite as hot as this in any stadium that doesn't have a roof.
Yeah, are there any stadiums at this point that would have this heat in the majors that aren't roofed anymore? Because Texas is now Globe Life Field, right? Field? Because it was Park
Field
before.
now, it was Park.
Okay. It's just like across the street.
Yeah, I got to experience Chase Field 2 weeks ago
Chase Field's nice.
on my drive out here.
I like Chase.
The 2-2 from Peterson. Fastball misses outside. It's full now to Burke.
Yeah, Chase is domed. Toronto is domed. They wouldn't hit this kind of heat.
Here's the payoff. The fastball misses high and in. So Burke will reach on a walk. That's the first walk of the day for Jacob Peterson. That's going to bring up the catcher, Jacob Savoy.
Obviously, we just mentioned Texas. The only other stadium, well, Tropicana.
It gets a bit humid out there.
Yes, and Marlins Park, whatever they're calling it.
Lone Depot.
Lone Depot. With a
Lowercase
lone.
O. Lowercase loan.
Yep, I'd have read my mind, man.
I could have used a lowercase loan driving out here, that gas.
Dude, you're telling me.
First pitch to Savoy is fouled back to the screen, counts 0-1. Well, Palm Springs Stadium,
Not domed.
not domed. That's okay. Pitch misses, thrown back to first, and it gets past the first baseman, Bostatter. Burke is going to make his way to second. No throw.
Goes an E2.
Yeah, that'll go as an error on the catcher, Amaral. Chris Burke, the extra hitter with some wheels. He was taken off either way, and I think the throw sailed past the first baseman, Bostatter, but if he was able to get that tag down, I don't think it would have mattered very much. Next pitch to Savoy is high and in.
Action down in the Chill bullpen. Reed Whitney out of Bluffton University, the left-hander getting loose right now for the Chill.
Burke is taking off. That pitch is fouled off in foul territory. Here comes Bostatter to the line. He'll make the catch, and Burke will have to retreat back to second. First out, the top of the third inning. Savoy pops out, and now stepping up is going to be the right fielder, Keith Hale. Burke's on second. He walked to lead off the inning. And Hale is in the box now. Burke jumping around at second. Pitch from Peterson misses high and tight.
Still looking for the first run in this one. In game one here today was North Stars plating 5 in their half of the second, was en route to their 7-3 victory earlier today. So see if someone can break through here in the third.
Burke is taking off again, and this time he's going to get met with a good tag, and he is out. Great throw there by Amaral. He didn't miss the mark that time, and that retires for the second out of the inning here. Top of the third, now the base is clear. Burke gets thrown out trying to steal third.
Sarmiento had to kind of lean in towards the second base side just to get to that baseball, and was able to keep his concentration and lay down the tag. Nice play.
Breaking ball from Peterson misses the inside corner. Counts 2-1 now to Hale. Yeah, we've already seen flashes of the glove from Sarmiento. See if he can put it together on a throw to first sometime. Peterson fastball misses. Counts 3-1 now to Hale.
I've been impressed here in the early going from him. We've already seen A.J. Barraza, the shortstop, on the other side of the diamond up with the power. But I'd see Sarmiento up there soon, too.
That one misses outside, and that's another walk. It'll put Hale on first base, and we'll flip the lineup card over to A.J. Barraza, as you mentioned. Barraza flew out to center field his first time up to start the game. Peterson working from the stretch. The first pitch to Barraza is lined in center field. but Grins is under it, and that'll retire the side. So 2 walks, no hits, no runs, and no errors. We're going to head to the bottom of the third. Still tied, 0-0. The shortstop, J.D. Day, stepping in as we're ready to begin the bottom of the third. Chill up to bat, it'll be J.D. Day, the shortstop, then Derek Wagler, DH, and flip it back over to the top of the lineup, right fielder John Lopez. Day stepping in the right-hand batter's box, facing off against Mark Stanford. First pitch from Stanford is fouled off on the first baseline. Counts 0-1.
Get you some scoring updates from Major League Baseball here in this inning. We check in Cleveland, head out to Ohio. Cleveland leading Baltimore 5-3 your score. That is the only game in action right now in Major League Baseball.
Stanford's next pitch is also fouled down first base line. Michael Stanford, how about his work today?
Yeah.
6 strikeouts so far.
Looks great. 2 over the minimum.
He's earning them too. He's drawing swing and a miss stuff, even with the fastball. I believe the first 5 strikeouts were the first 5 strikeouts all on fastballs, and then he threw the breaking ball on the 6th.
Correct.
Yeah, working really well right now. J.D. Day's been able to put a bat on it, hasn't been able to put it in play quite yet. Stanford sets and deals, and that one is laced down the right field line and just foul. You know, that's got to be one of the most taxing things out here. I mean, I feel bad for the catchers, umpires, the guys out here obviously having to play through this heat. Going there and chasing a foul ball, that walk back's got to be pretty devastating, right?
Yeah, that's always
all that running.
Blistering heat, yeah. I think the big one, as a former catcher myself, the catching, man, in heat waves is just oof.
The 0-2 from Stanford, breaking ball, called strike 3. So J.D. Day is sat down. That's the 7th strikeout. He continues a streak of using that breaking ball. He struck out Hunter Bostatter to end the 2nd inning with the breaking ball, and now J.D. Day goes down looking.
There still hasn't been an out recorded in the field yet.
Not yet.
All 7 outs.
First pitch to Derek Wagler's fouled off back to the screen. Counts 0-1. Yeah, this is pretty impressive. Got to imagine a guy that's undecided, uncommitted right now to college.
Well, this is a great start for him.
This is something that he's been probably looking forward to for a long time. That one's fouled back to the screen. Another 0-2 count.
And you know what it is, Sam? is working ahead, right? It's getting that first pitch fastball for a strike, establishing whatever part of the zone that you want, and able to build off of that. First time through the order, we're seeing a lot of heaters from Stanford, but as we make its way towards the tail end, right, you saw the breaking ball from Bostatter, breaking ball on J.D. Day, so you're starting to work in some off-speed stuff to keep them off pace.
The 0-2 pitch is fouled off again.
Back to the heater on 0-2.
Bottom of the lineup, putting the bat on the ball, just not able to get it in the field of play so far. Stanford's going to take the hat off and wipe some sweat.
Some?
All
of it? Just dripping?
I don't think there's any way you can get all of it.
Possible.
Stanford sets at the chest, kicks and deals the 0-2, fastball outside. Counts 1-2 now to Derek Wagler, the DH. The next 0-2 is skied down the left field line again. It's foul.
Wagler, an NAIA kid out of Arizona Christian, a Rifle, Colorado native. Ain't getting that in Colorado.
Rifle, Colorado.
Rifle, Colorado.
I think Rifle, California expired a few years ago, right?
Easy now. 9,172, the population, not the temperature.
Good to know. That pitch misses. 2-2 now to Wagler.
That's from 2010, though, so I gotta imagine it's more. Here it is, 2019, 9,650 population in Rifle, Colorado.
It's 5 times my hometown. 2-2
Really?
from Stanford.
What's your hometown?
Louisville, Georgia.
Louisville, Georgia.
The first permanent capital of Georgia. By permanent, means planned. It means I got there and actually said, excuse us.
Rifle is outside of Grand Junction, northeast.
– 3-2 hits Derek Wagler in the shoulder, knocks his helmet off on the rebound. He's going to take first base. Stanford goes over there and checks on him, gives him a little dap up. It looks like he might be okay. He's walking with the coach down to the first baseline.
It was a scary moment. Just to add to that, 61 miles, about an hour away from Grand Junction is Rifle, Colorado. From here, that's quite a ways from here.
Might stop on there. Might stop by Rifle, Colorado on my way back to Georgia. Who
That'd
knows?
be a little out of your way.
I'm going up to
It's
Utah
about-
and Colorado. Might be a move.
It's just shy of 800 miles away. 799. They're checking on Wagler, by the way, to make sure he's okay, running through a concussion protocol up there on the first base side. Checking for any signs of redness in the sides of the eyes. When you see them do the eye test, moving the finger back and forth, up and down, you're looking for redness in the extremities of the eyes. That is what signifies a potential concussion.
They also bring him a cup of water. Looks like he's going to stay in the game.
That's a good sign. Never want anybody to get hurt, especially out here, especially ×2 this early on in the summer. Will inevitably have injuries, but you obviously want to keep them to a minimum. I may have, you know what? I think I may have driven through Rifle, Colorado, now that I think of it. It's off the 70. Yeah, I would have driven through. I drove back after working single A ball in West Virginia in 2017. I made the drive back to California, and I took the 70. I went through Denver, Grace, Peak, Eagle, and yeah, I would have driven through Rifle and Grand Junction. I remember seeing the signs for Grand Junction. So I went, oh, hey, Grand Junction Rockies.
Lopez steps up to the plate. The first pitch is in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, Savoy, and Wagler's going to take second base without a tag. Goes a wild pitch.
See, this is the first time, or rather the second time today, that the Chill have put a runner on second base. We'll see if they're able to break through. Still 0-0 here in the third.
Lopez led off bottom of the first with a single. At the plate now. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Counts 1-1 now to Lopez. He led off the bottom of the first with a single and then stole second base. Nothing doing. Grins, Mejia, and Amaral all struck out. So now a runner in scoring position for Lopez. Stanford sets at the chest. Kicks and deals. That one is smoked down the left field line, but foul.
Not to get too Californians on you here, but I got you your route. Get
Okay.
62 out of here.
Okay.
You'll go through 29 Palms.
Mm-hmm.
Then you'll start heading north, which will take you towards Vegas on the 15. And that 15 is going to roll you all the way until you hit the 70, which is the guy that will take you all the way across. The 70 east is essentially going to get you through to Denver and beyond. So 62, 15, 70. Got you your directions already. Start planning your roadie.
Next pitch is fouled back to the screen.
It's a good little drive.
Must be. I mean,
You didn't
must
hit-
be a nice drive, too.
You didn't hit Vegas on the way here, right? You went the south route.
Yep, south route.
Yeah, you ever been to Vegas?
Never been.
Well, you'll fit right in after all the sweat you lose here.
Is that right?
Oh, it's a sweaty city. That's what they call it, right?
I mean, I'd be pretty
Sweat.
sweaty, too, if I was betting.
There's more to do than that.
Is there?
Buffets, baby.
Never would have known.
That's the best part of Vegas is buffets.
1-2 pitch, breaking ball misses inside.
I'll spend $60 on lobster, not $60 on a craps table. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. At least I get something out of it.
Going to
Instead of
Vegas and ordering lobster just seems like insult to injury.
Oh, honey, that ain't
If I'm
it.
going to Vegas, I'm saving all the money. I'm eating McDonald's
Oh, you're doing it wrong.
until it's all gone. Next pitch is chopped down. Shortstop is going to handle it, makes the throw over to first. Wagler's going to make it over to third on the throw. Now 2 outs here in the bottom of the third.
We've seen those quick hands out of A.J. Barraza already this season. He came in charging that baseball. I think that's the one thing that I've truly noticed about him this year already in just a couple of games watching him. Barraza's ability to charge the baseball confidently on a slow tapper like that is what kind of separates him here thus far from the shortstops that we've already seen here in the league.
Can't think too hard on that transfer either. I think that's one of the more overlooked parts of being a great defensive shortstop or a great defensive infielder is being able to get the ball from your bare hand, or from the glove to the bare hand, be able to make that throw.
And should be noted, that's the first out that the defense has had to make today.
Looks great, first try. First pitch to Jared Grins is high and outside, counts 1-0 now. Grins was the first one to strike out. He and 6 others in the Chill order have faced the same fate. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Man, that fastball. Lefty on righty, he's burying him inside, and they're not able to touch it quite yet.
Yeah, Sam, we're going to have a conversation later about your trip to Vegas. I'll help you out.
Next pitch is nubbed foul. Past the screens, 1-2.
I would say you should take that route on the way back. I think it's a good change up from what you saw down on the southern route.
I think the current plan is to head up California coast and then make my way over to Salt Lake City and then to Denver.
Okay.
But I'm sure I'll make it there someday. Grins is retired swinging. That's going to end the bottom of the third. No hits, no runs, a hit by pitch. But Derek Wagler gets stranded on third. We head to the top of the fourth, still tied 0-0. Top of the fourth, it'll be Turner, Laurenti, and Ruiz here for the Blue Sox. Still tied 0-0. First pitch of Turner is swung on and missed.
New pitcher into the ball game here. That's Austin Stover. The Columbia Basin College product right-handed pitcher takes over wearing the number 28.
Breaking ball misses. Counts 1-1.
Get to the final line here on Jacob Peterson in just a moment for you.
Next pitch from Stover is skied out past the infield grass. Shortstop J.D. Day takes care of it for the first out of the fourth.
Here's the final line for Jacob Peterson today. 3 innings in his 2021 debut. 1 hit allowed, scoreless. He just gave up an infield single on a sharp grounder to third. 2 walks and 1 strikeout today for Jacob Peterson, who will not factor into the decision in this one.
Now the lefty, David Laurenti, steps up to the plate. Facing off against Stover, the righty kicks and deals. That one's way high and outside. Fastball missed. Counts 1-0. Next pitch, fastball misses high. Oh, excuse me, pardon. It's a called strike. High up in the zone, high and tight.
Gave it on.
Give it over. Next fastball misses outside. Counts 2-1 to Laurenti. Laurenti swinging an orange bat. Got an orange barrel, black handle, 2-tone. Next pitch from Stover, another fastball misses high and out.
Sam, I think that's going to be the next iteration up in the show, is the ability to customize your bat. They finally gave way on the spikes rule, where they were only allowing team colors or black, gray, or whites.
We're seeing gold now.
Seeing gold, seeing Philly Fanatics out of Bryce Harper.
3-1 to Laurenti is fouled off in third baseline.
Yeah, I think the next thing you're going to see is specialized bats. We're already seeing the light blue and the pinks for Mother's and Father's Day. So you'll see that on Sunday. But I think the next iteration is the customized bats.
Payoff hits David Laurenti, and he'll make his way down to first. Luckily, that one caught him in the side.
Second time they've had to go out there to get some water on the mound. It's now up to 114 today. Still not hitting the high, which is anticipated to be 116.
If you're going full effort on the mound, you definitely need some water breaks in there.
Yeah. Well, this will be a common practice. Still 0-0 here in this one. Again, if you're new around these parts or didn't catch our first game, we ran over the new rules. We play 7-inning ball games here in the PSCL. All of them are 7 innings. We will not play extra innings. No extra innings in the PSCL. We will have ties. If a coaching staff deems an inning running too long, they can roll over the inning, just like the 2021 spring training we saw in MLB this year. They will be allowed to roll over an inning, meaning end the inning right then and there whenever they see fit. The only thing that happens if there are runners on base, then those runs come in to score.
First baseman Daryl Ruiz steps into the box with Laurenti on first base after being hit. First pitch is fastball in the dirt. Ruiz grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. That was in the top of the second, top of the fourth now. 1 out. Fastball misses outside, 2-0. David Laurenti, another one of these guys in the PSCL that spent some time with the power. Next pitch, fastball called strike, 2-1 out of Ruiz. believe he's only seen one at bat pinch hitting for the Power. These guys are playing for the chance to get even more recognition, playing with Power, basically a combined all-star team from the best of the PSCL.
Essentially, yeah. Gotta get the call up, as it were, right? That's the big club, is the Power now. That's how this league is now structured.
Here comes the 2-2 to Ruiz. Swung on and missed, struck him out. That's the first strikeout of the game for Stover. That brings up the left fielder, Peyton Capullo, with 2 outs. Laurenti's at first. He was hit by a pitch. Stover's set at the belt. His first pitch to Capullo, swung on and missed, counts 0-1. Not very often you see a first baseman wearing high socks, but first baseman Bostadter's rocking them today, the light blue. Next pitch is swung on and missed by Capullo, counts 0-2. He's holding on that runner, Laurenti, at first. 2 strikes and 2 outs here. Top of the 4th, still tied 0-0. Austin Stover looking to retire the side. His 0-2 pitch is fouled off. Laurenti took off on that pitch, and he'll have to head his way back to first. Looks like we've got coaches and maybe some trainers hanging around on both sides of the field. We got some by the media booth and some by our athletic trainer's tent over on the first base side. Plenty of shade over there. This heat gets to anyone. Next 0-2 is fouled off, and we'll do it again. Haven't seen many of these guys in the PSCL so far wearing the base running oven mitt. Laurenti's wearing one over at first. Base ceiling threads worked back by Stover. Capullo singled his last time up. Looking to keep this inning rolling here. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses down and out. Counts 1-2 now to Capullo. He chokes up on the bat. Got about a fist distance from the knob to his right hand. The 1-2 is skied. First baseman Bostadter heads in the foul territory. He'll get under it, and he will make the catch to retire the side. So no runs, no hits, 1 hit by pitch. Stover makes it out clean, and we're going to head to the bottom of the 4th, still tied 0-0. New arm here for the Blue Sox in the bottom of the fourth. It'll be the right-hander Patrick Sweeney. And a Cal State Stanislaus, he'll face off against 3-4-5 for the Chill. Jacob Mejia, the catcher, pardon the extra hitter, steps in. First pitch is a fastball called strike. Mejia, a lefty, now facing off against a right-handed pitcher. Next pitch from Sweeney's a fastball, misses high and out. 1-1 on Mejia. Next pitch, fastball on the dirt. 2-1 to Mejia. Sweeney out of Cal State Stanislaus. He's a rising sophomore out of Scotts Valley High School. Class of 2020. Next pitch misses down and in. Counts 3-1 now to Mejia. Scotts Valley, California native. Next pitch is broken bat. Heads down the first baseline. And Darrell Ruiz is going to take it himself. That'll send Mejia back to the dugout. So Michael Stanford replaced by Patrick Sweeney now after 8 strikeouts. Only gave up 1 hit. A walk and a hit by pitch. So good 3 innings of work for Stanford. He'll watch from the shade as Sweeney takes over, facing off against the catcher Amaral. Amaral lines the first pitch into left field, but it is a sliding catch. Another great defensive play, this time by Peyton Capullo, the left fielder. 2 outs now in the bottom of the fourth. These guys are not afraid to slide on this grass. Capullo just next in line out of some great defensive plays so far. We've seen a catch out in right center field at the wall. We've seen a sliding catch out of the right fielder, Keith Hale. Now 2 outs for Bryce Sermonelli, the second baseman. He struck out 1 of 8. 1 of 8 in the Chill lineup that struck out against Stanford. Now another lefty on righty matchup. Sweeney working from the windup. Delivers the next pitch, called strike. It's 0-2 on Sermonelli. Sermonelli waggles the bat, and Sweeney's waiting on the sign. Now into the windup. The next pitch is swung out and fouled down and out of play on the third base side. Had to really stretch for that one. That fastball was heading towards the glove side of the right-handed catcher. That one's again popped up down the third base side and out of play. So quick work so far by Sweeney. Sermonelli digs in, and here comes the 0-2. Breaking ball misses the outside corner, counts 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch, fastball. Called strike 3. He sits down Bryce Sermonelli for the third out of the fourth inning. So a 1-2-3 inning for Pat Sweeney after 8 strikeouts by Michael Stanford. The Chill lineup still looking for signs of life. We head to the top of the 5th, still tied 0-0.
Still looking for the first run of the ball game as we move this thing to the top of the 5th. There's a new pitcher into the contest. Reed Whitney will take over on the hill right now. The left-hander from Bluffton University will get his first taste of the Palm Springs Collegiate League. He'll face off with Jax Miller, Matt Rodriguez, and Chris Burke, the scheduled hitters here in the 5th. Jax Miller 0 for 1 with a fly out to right that came back in the 2nd inning. 0-0 contest. Palm Springs, California, as we close in on 1 p.m. on this Thursday afternoon. First offering came in and clipped him on the elbow. So first pitch, and Jax Miller reaches first on a hit batter. Matt Rodriguez to the plate. Final for Stover. 2 innings, no hits, no runs, 2 walks, a hit batter, and a strikeout today. So the go-ahead run aboard here in the 5th. First offering to Rodriguez is going to miss upstairs and out. 1 ball and no strikes, your count. Reed Whitney, a Harrison, Ohio native, went to Harrison High School, a 2-sport athlete, baseball and football. Ground ball by Rodriguez into left field. And that's back-to-back to reach here to open up the 5th frame. Single to left by Rodriguez, his first hit of the day. Harrison High School again, class of 2019, Reed Whitney, 5'9", 180, the left-handed arm out of the pen. This is the 3rd pitcher used by the Chill here today, and they'll immediately, by the way, get another one warming down there in left field. It'll be Ryudai Watanabe getting loose. Upstairs and away, 1 ball and no strikes. This is Chris Burke. He walked back in the 3rd inning, was caught stealing in that frame as well. 1 ball and no strikes. Missed inside near the belt. 2-0 your count. Well, the Blue Sox have a runner on second base for this the 2nd time today. It was Chris Burke last time around in the 3rd. Haven't had a ton of traffic on the bases today. It's been a pitcher's duel thus far today. Outside with this one, and it's 3-0 the count on Burke. They'll give him a strike there on the inside edge to bring him back in the count at 3-1. Reed Whitney, the 2nd left-hander we see today, the 1st for the Chill. The other one, Michael Stanford, had a heck of an outing to start. And that'll be a 5-pitch walk. So a hit batter, a single to left, and now a 5-pitch walk. Burke has walked for the 2nd time today, and the bases are loaded here for the Blue Sox, trying to break through here in the 5th. The catcher, Jacob Savoy, who is coming to the plate for the 2nd time today, 0 for 1. He popped out to first back in the 3rd inning. First pitch swinging, popped up behind home plate. They're trying to find it in the air. Amaral lost it, then finds it. Doesn't matter, it's in the stands. So 0-1 here on Jacob Savoy. Uncommitted at this point, right-handed bat, looking for a home in the future. That's why he's here. Runners everywhere. Miller at 3rd, Rodriguez at 2nd as the pitch misses low and off the plate, 1-1. And of course, Chris Burke aboard at 1st. Ball gets away from the catcher, Amaral, but Miller didn't take off. That looked to be far away enough to try and bring home Jax Miller, but didn't get the early jump. By the time he made the decision, it was too late. 2-1 your count on Savoy. Got to be popped up out of play, and it's 2-2. Strikeout will be big here for Whitney. Try and boost some confidence and get that first out of the inning. Another one in the dirt. Nice stop by JT Amaral. Nowhere to put him here with 3 balls and 2 strikes. Still searching for out number 1 in the inning. On its way now. Missed down and in, ball 4. That'll bring home the game's first run as Jax Miller trots in from third. And it's a 1-0 Blue Sox advantage. That was not given to Jacob Savoy. He had to work for it. Brings up Keith Hale. It's 4 straight to reach. His first pitch is smoked foul. Third base side, 0-1 on Hale. Hale walked back in the 3rd inning, so no official at bat for him thus far today. 1-0. Blue Sox just took the lead. He will take one a little downstairs and out to boot. 1-1. He reaches out and pokes it towards third. Nice sliding stop by Sarmiento. Throw to the plate is in time. Well, we have already talked about the left side of the infield here today, and Tres Sarmiento has been the big focal point defensively. He just made a massive play right there to cut out the runner at home for the first out of the inning. Go as a fielder's choice. 5-2 on the putout. So Hale reaches at first. And everybody moves up 90 feet. Chris Burke to third, Savoy to second. There's one away in the inning for A.J. Barraza. Barraza today 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts to center. He's been swinging early in the count. Breaking ball outside, 1-0. Reed Whitney, a ground ball away from getting out of this jam with just 1 run allowed. It's 1-0. Blue Sox, they just took the lead. We're in the top of the 5th. It was on a bases loaded walk to Jacob Savoy. 1-0, Barraza fouls it back, and it's 1-1. Talked about Barraza, his exploits up in the big club. Last night ended up pinch hitting and ended up going 0 for 2 as he pops one up down the first base line. 3 converge, and it's going to roll foul. Barraza out of Pomona, a rising junior at Cal State San Bernardino, onto the highly touted Bishop Amat High School. Good program down here in SoCal, Bishop Amat is. Runners everywhere, 2 strikes, 1 gone. Pitches in the dirt. Another big stop by Amaral. He's been forced to make a few of those here in the inning. Looks like Watanabe is ready to go in the bullpen. He has finished up his warm-up tosses. Should his exploits be necessary here. This one smoked in the air to center field, but right at Grenz. He'll make the grab. Runner tries to tag. The ball came off, or rather the bag came off of the dirt, and it forced him to trip on the play. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. Chris Burke was trying to tag at third, and right when he went to push off, it was like a goaltender in hockey trying to push off of the post, and it broke free. So instead of what could have been a sacrifice fly, turns it just to a fly out to center. And 2 away. I don't think I've ever seen that before. He pushed off on the third base bag, and it came loose. So it remains, at least for now, a 1-0 Blue Sox lead. Kyle Turner to the plate. He is hitless today, 0 for 2. Popped out to short his last time up. Bases still juiced with 1 gone. And it's a 1-ball, no strike count to open it up. Man, how bizarre. Guess you never really know what's going to happen when you get to the yard. That, again, is something I have never seen. 1-0 now. Outside and down. 2 balls and no strikes. Burke at third, Savoy at second, Hale at first. 2-0, misses off the inside part of the plate. Nearly clipped him in the knee. 3 balls and no strikes. Already a bases loaded walk in the inning. He's 1 pitch from getting out of this frame. Just 1 run across. 3-0 pitch. Not near the strike zone. Ball 4, second, bases loaded walk in the inning. Will trot home Chris Burke, and it's 2-0 Sox. So RBI for Kyle Turner, his first of the summer. David Laurenti will get a crack at Reed Whitney here. First pitch, and Laurenti swings through this one, 0-1. So Savoy now at third, Hale at second, and Turner aboard at first. 2 runs here in the inning. This is the 8th batter of the inning, mind you. Remember, they can turn over an inning if they wish, but it would mean everybody comes in to score. Breaking ball down and in. The count is 2-1. The 2-1 for a strike on the outside edge with the fastball. It's 2-2. This one smoked out to right field. Moving in and to his left, however, to make the grab is John Lopez. So all it was a hit here in the frame, and the guy who got a hit got cut out at home. All things considered, not too shabby there in the frame for 2 runs to come across on just 1 hit, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded on a flyout to end the frame. 4.5 complete, a pair into the bottom of 5. It's 2-0 Blue Sox. We'll see if the chill can come back here on Power TV. It's a 2-0 Blue Sox lead as we head to the home half of the 5th. Back out to the mound, Patrick Sweeney for his second inning of reference. Faced off with Tres Sarmiento, who was 0 for 1 today. First pitch swinging in the air to center. A couple of steps for Laurenti. Nice and easy for the first out. That's 4 up, 4 down for Patrick Sweeney. There's 1 gone in the 5th. Steve Granado, that's me alongside Sam Walters. Game 2 of what is 3 games covered for us here today. Again, another one coming up later tonight. Love to have you aboard for Lumberjacks and Bombers tonight at 6 p.m. First offering to downstairs on Santiago Sandoval. And it's a 1-ball, no strike count. Sandoval walk back in the second inning. And that one will miss downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Pretty close pitch there for Sweeney.
Yeah, he's worked deep in some counts today already. 4 batters faced, and this is the 5th.
Falls behind your 3-0. This is the first 3-0 count for him. Took over in the 4th.
Yeah, he had a couple at-bats that went a few foul pitches deeper than he'd probably like him to.
That's a 4-pitch walk. Second time Santiago Sandoval has been given a free pass today. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. First walk issued. First base runner to reach. Hunter Bostader, Bostader, he struck out looking back in the second inning. So 0 for 1. In the dirt, 1-0. Runner's going to take off. A wild pitch. Sam, we were talking about Colorado earlier today. How about this from Denver? 100 degrees today in Denver. So the heat wave hasn't just hit us in California.
Colorado a lot more southern than you would think it is geographically. You hear about the snow on the Rockies. They get the heat.
Hey, we get snow out here too. Plenty of it. Time is called. I just say that, and when you live in Los Angeles, you're an hour away from just about everything. An hour away from the beach, an hour away from the snow, an hour away from the desert.
Feels like that in Georgia, except you replace the desert with the forest, or maybe
swamp.
Just the boonies.
There you go. In the dirt, 2 balls, no strikes. 6 straight out of the zone after 5 retired in a row. Rather, 4 retired in a row. Scoring update from one of the other ball games going on currently here in the PSCL. The Colonials and Coyotes are tied at 7 after 5. Tied at 7 after 5, Colonials and Coyotes. In the dirt, runner takes off after second, and a throwback there as well late. 6 straight, but who's counting? 2-0.
No one else to keep official score, so I guess that's us.
Yeah. Good point. On its way. Give him a strike. There you go. Found it. Mom, it was in the closet the whole time.
I told you would lose it if you didn't keep it.
Mom? Fouled off for strike 2. Runner at second base, Santiago Sandoval. Walked on 4, took second on a wild pitch. 1 strikeout today for Patrick Sweeney on its way home. Overthrown. Ball 4. The runner is going to go up to third base. Well, this is a little rough right now if you're the Chill. Just finally, or pardon me, if you're the Blue Sox. You just finally broke through with a pair of runs, and all of a sudden the tying run's already at first base.
Runners on the corners now. Sweeney's starting to see some action on the base paths, and I mean, the more that this game goes on, the hotter it gets. It's got to be pretty taxing to stay on the mound for longer than you'd like to. Surprised no one's running water out to him. He must be running on fumes at this point, I would think.
Yeah.
Even 2 innings of work would feel like a complete game.
Warming up in the bullpen, by the way, is the right-handed side armor, Andrew Savoy. So the Savoy's the potential future battery here. Tying run at first base, it's 2-0 Blue Sox, but could change quickly. Here's Derek Wagler, or pardon me, J.D. Day. J.D. Day 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch offered at. He skies it into medium depth center field. Looks like they want to tag. Over at third is Sandoval. Catch made by Laurenti, and instead thinks otherwise. Doesn't tag up and test the arm, so it's a fly out for the second out of the inning. I don't know about that one.
Got to try to get back in this game at some point.
Yeah, I think that was the prime chance to try and test the arm. That ball skipped into the cutoff, man. It would have been a very tough play to the plate. They didn't feel confident enough that they could get that run home, so they let it play. First pitch swinging by Wagler, popped up, no man's land, left side, bullpen, 3 converge, foul.
I'd say there's no reason to believe that Santiago Sandoval couldn't have made it to the plate on that fly ball. It was medium depth.
Medium depth, yeah.
A bit shorter than your average sac fly, but
still
you can test the arm.
Yeah, I think you give it a chance there. David Laurenti, the center fielder, was behind that for certain. He definitely had all his weight behind it, but as we've seen in the first couple of games, very aggressive base running, so that was a little odd for me. The 0-1 chop towards the first base side, backing up to make the grab. Flip on over to first, and there you go. They get out of it after a pair of walks and runners on the corners. What could have been a sac fly instead goes as just a fly out, and they come up without cashing in here in the 5th. We've played 5 innings to the top of 6. It's 2-0 Blue Sox from the desert. International product, Raider Watanabe will take over on the hill here today. As he takes over in the 6th inning, Watanabe relieves Reed Whitney, who went an inning with a hit, 2 runs earned, 3 walks, no strikeouts, and a hit batter. Watanabe will take over here in the 6th. The face-off with 4, 5, and 6. The first is Darrell Ruiz as the Blue Sox try to pad their lead 2-0 as we open up the 6th inning. I'm Steve Granado alongside Sam Walters here in Palm Springs, California. High upstairs, 1 ball and no strikes. Watanabe, 5'7", 160, the right-hander out of the College of the Desert nearby. in the air, popped up infield this time. And finally taking charge there to make the grab is Sermonelli. Yikes.
He had to catch that one right in front of his hip.
Yeah, that's a very awkward catch.
Was he playing in the shift, or was he just playing pretty deep at second?
It was just, I think everyone lost it looked like.
Felt like he was running forever to get that one.
Yeah, I think J.D. Day had lost that baseball in the air because he didn't make much of a move to try and get towards it. Then it was Sarmiento at third going, okay, I guess I'll take charge. Then it was Watanabe going, I don't know. And then Sermonelli came to save the day at the last second. Pitches inside on Peyton Capullo, 1 ball and no strikes. Fastball laid on it, 1-1.
Looks like Watanabe needs a new hat. Might be a bit too big for him. He's flown out of it about 4 times now.
That's funny. Got a lot of hair.
He does. You'd think it would stick through. You know, you would think if it's a small to medium and a medium to large, the medium might be able to give you some breathing room.
Some headway, if you will.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So the base is empty here with 1 out. And that ball skips into the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. Popped up backwards this time to even up the count at 2-2. How you holding up there, Sam?
Better than I thought, you know.
Hey, there you go. I like that. A little
Get more water
positivity.
in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should probably start eating breakfast, though. I'm just feeling a bit hungry.
Yeah. Hit him. That'll put Capullo at first. I dropped the special K this morning, my friend. I think I'm gonna hit up. What's that place called? Oh my gosh, Panda Express. I think I'm gonna hit Panda Express on the way home.
Yeah, I saw you take the special K right out of the box. 1 handful. No milk, no bowl.
No, I didn't. Stop lying to the good people at home. Jax Miller to the plate with a runner aboard at first. Now you did it. Come on, Sam. This one's smoked foul. 0-1 on Miller. He was hit by a pitch back in the 5th. Fly out in the 2nd. Breaking ball high. 1-1. Runner stepped off the bag but didn't go. Sam, if anybody was listening a couple nights ago, what was that? Saturday, Long Beach Legends were in town. I talked about my love for the new movie In the Heights. I know you had a chance to go see it recently as well.
Indeed.
In the dirt, 2-1. Hat falls off again. I mentioned on Saturday night that the songs had been stuck in my head. That night it was Carnaval del Barrio had been stuck in my head, and we found ourselves a new contestant today, if you will. 2-1 for a strike, 2-2. 96,000 is just on a loop in this noggin right now. I don't know if it has something to do with the heat.
You wish you were in that pool scene, huh?
I wish I was in that pool.
That's
Sam,
what it is.
Sam, there you are.
Yeah, I almost majored in psychology. Not really, but, you know.
Swing and a miss. Got him with a high heat. Down goes Jax Miller. First strikeout of the year for Watanabe.
Let's see what the temperature is in Washington Heights right now.
Blackout. Oh, man, go see it. I'm just saying. It's such like a summer movie. It felt like a summer movie, and also being able to see it in theaters was awesome. Rodriguez takes it upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. This is Matt Rodriguez, 1 for 2 today. 2-0, Blue Sox leading it. We're in the top of the 6th, 2 gone with a runner aboard at first.
I just want everyone to know it's a cool 45 degrees. It's a good 45 degrees cooler in
I was like,
Washington
what?
Heights right now. It is 75.
Is it really?
It is 75 in Washington Heights.
We're at 115 currently. Sorry, 116, phone updated. We have hit the high today. Breaking ball upstairs. 2-1 count. This is a new high for me.
Is that right?
Well, since I've been out here, obviously behind the scenes a little bit here inside baseball, but haven't been able to be out here every day. Some other things need to be taken care of. There's a foul ball, and it's 2-2. That one caught the catcher Amaral on the backswing. He's a little shaken up, as if out in 116 in catcher's gear and squatting for 6 innings wasn't enough.
Insult to injury.
Yeah, injury to injury.
Injury to insult. The sun is pretty insulting.
Yeah, that's
today.
pretty insulting. I think that's a good word to use.
Capullo at first seems pretty antsy. Either he wants to get off the bag or he's trying to get to second as fast as he can.
Both could be true.
They are not mutually exclusive.
Yeah. Trying to find the final out of the inning. Watanabe with a 2-ball, 2-strike count here on Matt Rodriguez. Called him out on the upstairs breaking ball. Got him looking to end the inning. Back-to-back Ks for Watanabe. He hits the second batter he sees, but ends up facing just 4 here in the top of the 6th. To the bottom of 6. We'll see if the Chill can tie it or take the lead, trailing 2-0 here from Palm Springs Stadium. New pitcher into the ball game. Andrew Savoy takes over on the hill. The Blue Sox will also change defensively. Jake Milak is the new catcher of choice, so we will not see the Savoys work together here today. First pitch is upstairs on the first batter of this bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be John Lopez leading things off. Here's a ground ball on the 1-0 to short. Barraza's got it. Throw to first in time.
Again, Barraza showing off that arm.
Yeah, I like it.
Deep in the hole and short.
Yeah, I really like that arm. So a 6-3 put out Should bring up Jared Grenz here. Get you the Sweeney line here in a second after 2 innings of work today. Here it is, 2 innings, no hits, no runs, a pair of walks, and a strikeout for Patrick Sweeney. As the side armor Savoy comes home and finds the strike zone 0-1. Grenz has struck out swinging twice today. He never saw Patrick Sweeney. Both of his at-bats were against Michael Stanford, who struck out 8 today. This one outside, 1 ball and 1 strike.
He was Stanford's first and last strikeout.
That's correct. That is correct. Second and last batter faced today. What an outing for Michael Stanford. This one pulled foul. So the Chill is the home team, trailing 2-0, so we would potentially play the bottom of the 7th should the Chill not take the lead here in the frame, by the way. Them's them rules.
It's like fairly godparents, fairly odd parents. This is the big purple book of
Duh rules. Flip job out to center and in there for a base hit. Jared Grenz has his first hit of the day. That is the first hit for the Chill since the first batter of the game. John Lopez led off the ball game with a single, and it's been nothing but walks to get base runners and a hit batter. That's it. That is just the second hit today for the Chill. Jacob Mejia to the plate. Is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Runner takes off, ground ball in the vacated hole and into left field. Back-to-back singles, and now the tying run aboard at first base with just 1 out.
I can't think that he got too lucky there. It looked like he might have been trying to do that. I don't know if the hit and run was called, but it certainly looked like they were playing that hole at shortstop.
Yep. JT Almiral 0 for 2 with a chance to do some damage here with the tying run at first base. 2-0 Blue Sox lead it here in the home half of the 6th. Savoy's first pitch, they'll call it on the inside edge. No balls, 1 strike. Hey, Sam.
Hey, Steve.
It's summer.
Is it?
I mean, not technically, but it is. Downstairs 1-1. I think more so than anything, yes, tune in for the baseball this year. Duh, that's the whole point. But a nice little added bonus is tune in to listen to 2 men lose their minds over the course of 30 days. Slowly frying their brains.
It's a hurt locker of sorts.
Runner takes off for third. Check swing inside. No strike. Throw down to third. Not in time. Swipe bag for Jared Grenz, his first. Jacob Mejia did not follow suit. He stands at first base, so now runners on the corners. Pitch was a ball. 2-1. I can't believe you dropped a fairly Odd Parents reference on me.
I mean, planes, trains, and automobiles, fairly odd parents.
Generational divide, I guess.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
I mean, you weren't born from that movie.
No, I wasn't alive.
88?
I think it was 88. 92 kid.
Born, what
You
was
were
that
born
year?
in
The Terminator?
92? I don't think so.
2, maybe?
Foul ball off of the foot. Let's see. Movies released in 1992. I know that End of the Road by Boyz II Men was the #1 Billboard top hit when I was born. Let's see. The Mighty Ducks. A League of Their Own. A Few Good Men. Basic Instinct. Batman Returns. Lethal Weapon 3. Hey, Aladdin. That's just off the plate. Good spot, but it's 3-2. My Cousin Vinny. Love that movie.
My Cousin Vinny the Gooch.
Vinny the... Okay. All right.
That was a portmanteau of
Reel it back
movie
in.
and
Yeah, reel it back
backyard
in.
baseball.
Reel it back in. Runner takes off, skied out towards left field. Late jump on it. Capullo, foul territory. Isn't going to get there.
It's called coming full circle.
Sure. That's what that is.
That was this game, right?
Yes, I think so.
How many games have we done?
This is 2. Wayne's World
Love
in
that.
92. Party
Excellent.
time. Excellent. Yeah. That was pretty good.
5 out of 10.
Of Mice and Men. Sister Act. Hey, Whoopi. American Me, Edward James Olmos. Home Alone 2.
Encino Man.
There you go.
I remember watching that movie on Comedy Central on a fishing trip when I was like 6. Had no idea what was going on.
Sharp ground ball foul. Keeps it 2 strikes. I've never seen that one.
I want to say that is a... Was Schwarzenegger in that one? No. Someone played like
Guessing
a
the wrong
caveman.
guys.
A caveman type.
3 ninjas. Oh, man. We're really going deep now. Again, pulled foul on the third base side, and JT Amaral is just trying to make us run out of baseballs today. Here's one for you. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
The lesser-known sequel.
Yeah, that's the sequel to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Rick Moranis. Who doesn't love Rick Moranis?
Somehow with that title, still a PG movie.
Yeah. It was 1992. It was a different time, my man.
They had the PG-13 rating by then.
That movie was PG, yeah. Another pull ball down the left side. Long run again. Capullo out of room. Again, we're running out of baseballs.
Not many kids here today to retrieve those.
Man, these are a lot of random ones I've never heard. We're almost 100 deep. Oh, here's one for you. Tom Selleck in Mr. Baseball. You ever see that one?
Nope. That's
Not good.
too deep of a cut for me.
Another foul ball. JT Amaral wants to bring home the first run for the Chill. They still trail 2-0 here in the 6th. Yeah, Mr. Baseball. Ugh.
Tom Selleck, really?
Yeah.
In a baseball movie?
It's not great. Not one of my faves. JT, my dude.
You know, no hate to Tom Selleck. I loved his work in Friends. And that's it.
Tom and Jerry the movie. Super Cop. House Sitter. That's a decent one. That's another Steve Martin. This one pulled foul down the third base line. Hey, I'm going to get a button installed whenever JT Amaral comes to the plate, and I'll just have me. Here we go. We'll get a clean take. Everybody quiet. Quiet on the set. And fouled off. Cut. There you go. So now you can use that as a soundboard anytime that JT Amaral hits a foul ball. Honestly, I've lost count.
JT Amaral. JT Fowlable.
All right.
We'll see you guys at 6.
Yeah. Talk to you later. Got to get this kid some food. Still 2-2, mind you. Runners on the corners with 1 gone. Andrew Savoy just threw over to first. He didn't care about the runner. He's just going, I just can't throw a pitch right now. I just need to think about something else for 1 second. In the air down the left field line. That ball is tight. And that one is fouled off. How was that? Hit the button. I'm so upset at myself for not keeping track because now I don't know how many pitches. A text message might be able to solve that.
I'm not mad at you for it.
We'll see if Amaral fouls off another one. In the air to left field. That one's going to stay fair. Moving back on it. Turned around. Capullo on the track. He hauls it in. Pulls it in, and Amaral will pick up a sac fly to bring home Jared Grenz. They've cut it in half, and it's 2-1. I think he'll take that.
Yeah, not much more you can say other than you barely missed it, and you've barely missed it
And
A
barely
couple of
missed it,
times.
and barely missed it, and barely missed it.
Can we get that as a button too?
Yeah.
Just missed that.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
So 2-1, the score now. The Chill have finally broken through. Bryce Sermonelli is now the pitcher, or rather the hitter.
Looks like the left fielder had to come in here.
No, I think they're calling it an inning after that long at bat. So you know what that does if it is, or maybe they're just getting some water. Yeah, I think they're getting some water out for them.
That's a good idea.
Okay. I was saying if that ended the inning, that would mean the game was tied because there's a runner at first, and that would bring him home.
Correct.
New rules.
Love that Dua Lipa song.
1.
Pick up the phone, baby.
That's not the third. Pick up the phone.
That was a portmanteau of songs. My brain is just like a constant.
It's just a fried egg.
It's been fried for a while.
This is your brain.
I am from Georgia.
This is your brain on Palm Springs.
This is your brain on fried eggs.
What?
I made some good eggs the other day, man.
Congrats.
I didn't make them this morning.
Everybody's getting some water. I love this.
I might do that myself.
Just at the watering hole. Meet you at the meet you at the agua caliente. Sure, why not? So everyone is theoretically hydrated. And Bryce Sermonelli will bat with 2 gone, a run home here in the bottom of the 6th. It's 2-1 Blue Sox. In the air to center field on 1 pitch. Thanks, my man. Sliding, no catch made for Capullo. So a single for Sermonelli, his first hit of the game. Coincidentally? Oh, man. This is it, isn't it? This is the end. I see the light. Coincidentally.
Are you smelling bread? Are you smelling bread?
Spoiler alert, I'm like Abuela Claudia.
You're gonna walk up the
I'm gonna walk
great
up
big
this.
stairway, great big stairway to the H train. Yeah.
First pitch is strike on Tres Sarmiento. It's 0-1. Tres today 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly. This is it, dude. This is it. This is the summer right here, Sam.
Day 1, baby.
Foul ball, and it's 0-2. Yeah, this is, oh my gosh, dude. This is day 1, isn't it?
I mean, I could look forward to a few more days of this.
Dude, this is gonna be something. This is gonna be something new. I'm so glad you're here, though.
Is that right?
I am. Talking to yourself. I do it all the time, but I'm not about it. Pitch is high. Throw down a third. Sails into left field, but nice job by Barraza to back up the play. That's a huge job by A.J. Barraza. Good heads-up baseball. This is a stolen bag to put Mejia and Sermonelli in scoring position and puts the go-ahead run at second base.
That's the second time the catcher Milak has had a runner going to third, and he's kind of had to alligator arm it going over there because the batter was in his way.
Yeah, well, that's when you teach your catchers to steer into the skid, take the contact, because that means the guy is out. Fouled off the end of the bat. Chiller into it.
See some sleeveless. Well, might as well be. I seen them tucked in like the throwback Reds jerseys.
Yeah, that they wore. What was that, last year? Michael Lorenzen showing off the guns out in Cincy. 2-strike pitch, another foul ball. I mean, they have made Savoy work here in the inning. That's for certain. Savoy out of Southwest Community College. Still with 2 strikes. On its way. In the air, popped up left field. Moving back is the left fielder Capullo. He sees it and he makes the grab. So a lot of threatening scenarios here in the 6th. A long at bat that lasted 4 hours, and it looks like we are going to call this one right here, I believe. Unless everybody's just coming out to the dugout because they're so excited. That's the end of the 6th. We have no time limit. unless both coaching staffs have agreed upon a finish time today.
Looks like the heat wave might have finally made them concede, which I
Yeah,
think is
looks
a good
like
decision.
that's what they're going to go ahead and call here today. So we'll wrap this one up after 6 innings. 1 run comes across here in the 6th, but that will do it. Final score of 2-1. The Blue Sox come away with a quote-unquote road win. Don't forget, coming up a little bit later here tonight at 6 p.m., we'd love to have you aboard for Lumberjacks and Bombers to wrap up the day. We're going to get Sam some food. They're going to dunk me in a cold bath. We'll be back later tonight at 6 p.m. Thanks for tuning in for Palm Springs Power and Palm Springs Collegiate League Baseball. We'll talk to you shortly. Coming up later tonight, final score one last time. Blue Sox over the Chill. 2-1 the final. We'll talk to you soon, but until then, enjoy what's left of your Thursday afternoon, everybody.